Right, so we've got a brand new movie on Netflix, and I'm very happy to say it's good. The Devil All the Time. Right, so The Devil All the Time is a brand new movie on Netflix. It is 2 hours and 18 minutes long, and it is rated M. And a lot of things happen in this movie. Obviously, it's quite long, but the story is... a lot of things happen, mate. That's the best way to say it. There's going to be no spoilers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be pretty vague with the story, but the basic gist of what's going on. Right, so the movie starts off in 1957 in Ohio. Now, that part of the movie is like... it sets up all the pieces in motion to, like, play out in the second half of the movie. Well, not really the second half. I mean, that first segment is about an hour long. There's a lot of setup. I'm not going to go into anything. I'm not going to say any, like, cast members who's in that thing. I want it to be spoiler-free. Properly spoiler-free. And then you've got the other half. Well, not really half. 3/4 of the movie takes place in 1965. And there's a lot of stuff, mate. So much happens. Like, the basic gist of it is, like, it follows a bunch of different characters. And it just shows you, like, the area they're in, everyone sucks, mate. Like, everyone's bad. Everyone's got demons they deal with. It's pretty crazy. It's really hard to talk about, completely spoiler-free. But yeah, I mean, the general gist of things, people suck. I'll tell you one thing that is pretty sick. A lot of the movie is actually narrated. And the narrating part of things can always be, like, hit and miss, for me anyway. The narrating in this makes the film, like, so much better. It's kind of hard to explain how good it is. You have to, like, go and watch it, to be honest, and you totally should. This movie is really good, mate, but it is rated M. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Do not watch this with your kids, mate. But yeah, this is very much a dark psychological thriller movie. There's a lot of, like, God stuff, a lot of religious stuff, a lot of crazy people, a lot of crazy people. And yeah, that is my useless explanation of the movie. I'm just going to talk about the cast, which, if you've seen the trailer, you know the cast is stacked, mate. I'd say the main character is played by Tom Holland, who obviously most people are familiar with as Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, and to see him in this movie, it's such a dark movie, it was so refreshing, mate. Tom Holland, you are the man. I really enjoyed his performance in this. Really, really good, man. But yeah, he's definitely like the main character. I can't really talk about too much why he's the main character. It will spoil stuff, so yeah, we're going to just skip him for now. But yeah, he was really, really good. Next, I want to talk about Robert Pattinson's character. He plays a preacher in the movie. Oh my God, he's so good. His acting is 10 out of 10. Again, I can't explain why it's so good. It will go into spoilers. He's really good, man. The dude is going to smash it as Batman. I know it. He's so good. I mean, he blasted it in Tenet, and now he blasted it in this. And they are totally separate characters like that. That you can't get more different. And then you can't get more different from this to Batman. The guy's got some... he's got some layers, man. Now, genuinely, there's so many cast and, like, big A-list actors in this. I don't want to talk about everyone, because I've said it so many times, I don't want to have any spoilers. I will give a massive shout-out to Bill Skarsgard. Yo, that dude's acting is properly good, man. Again, can't go into details. I apologise for that. Sorry for being so vague. His acting in this, so sick. We also have Bucky Barnes, mate, aka Sebastian Stan, in the movie. He plays the sheriff of the town, and yeah, he's really good as well, man. The cast, genuinely, overall, so good. So good. It was refreshing to see these actors and actresses that you know in roles that are totally different, and I really appreciate it. Now I want to talk about, like, everything else. It is rated M. It's not like the most gory film I've ever seen. When there's violence, it is proper. Like, there was 2 scenes that got me, like, feeling, oh, that's bad. When it's on screen, it's really, like, in your face, but it doesn't, like, throw it around. It doesn't waste your time with it. It earns it, sort of thing. But where it is really mature is there's a lot of themes in this movie that they're not great, mate. There's a lot of dark. This film's dark, man. I actually heard, I forgot to say, I heard this is a book or a novel or something. I don't know the details. I'm just being totally transparent. I know it's based off something, but mate, this is dark. This is so dark. Like, it's probably one of the darkest films I've seen easily in 2020. But I gotta be honest, I really dug it, man. I really dug it. There's a lot of, like, plots that you don't really see linking up, and then later on they pay off in really big ways. I definitely wasn't bored at all. It's definitely on the long end, being 2 hours and 20 minutes. I wasn't bored at any time in the movie. There was very, like, noticeable slow points that had a lot of, like, character building, a lot of dialogue, which, to be honest, I was so invested in the characters, I dug it, man. I mean, yeah, it's a long film, very, very dark. It shows some graphic stuff, like really graphic stuff, when it needs to. It doesn't like chuck it around. It's not like a slasher film or anything like that. To be honest, 90% of like the twist and turn stuff I didn't see coming, and you know by now I hate to work out what's going on. I definitely didn't know where this was going, mate, and it took me to places that were very dark and very, very good. It is not for everyone. That is the last thing I'm going to say. It is not for everyone. If you get triggered easily, you don't like gory stuff, you don't like dark, super realistic themes, probably best to skip this movie. You will either be upset or raging or something. Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone, but for me, I loved it, mate. I loved it. It's a great movie. In fact, I'm going to give The Devil All the Time 7.5 nerds out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen the movie? Are you going to see it, or do you just completely skip it? Please let me know in that comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.